When the going gets tough, the Huff gets going. Billy Bush Show here. Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars is on the phone with us. Not going to dance tonight on the show with Cody Lindley, her partner, because she's recovering from the surgery she had for endometriosis. That was last week. Julianne, how are you doing right now?
I'm doing great. I honestly feel good as new and better than I felt before I went in for surgery. So I'm really good, and I'm so glad I got the surgery taken care of. At first, I was like, let me just wait until the show's completely over. I want to be there for Cody. But once we went in there, we figured out that there was actually a lot more to take care of. So I know it's kind of weird to talk about. But
No, listen, I got to be honest with you. My wife, same thing. And by the way, when we got married, back when I fell in love with her, we were looking at the very real possibility of adopting children in our life, and that would be the way our family would grow, because it challenges natural childbirth.
It does, absolutely. And that's why, first of all, I've been kind of just dealing with the pain. I didn't really know what it was, and I probably was dealing with it for over about 5 years. And so when we figured out that that's what it was, I was like, I really do think we should do the surgery too, just because, I'm born to be a mom. That's who I am. And of course, you can be a mother by adopting kids, but, I want to be able to, have my own. So I definitely was really happy that I got to be able to
And the
do
doc,
that. So.
Did the doc say that it should be smooth sailing from here, natural childbirth, and everything should be attainable?
Absolutely, he did.
Well, great news for Julianne Hough, a clean bill of health from the doctor. Also, great news for Lacey Schwimmer, Lance Bass's partner. She announced a couple days later that she also has endometriosis. Julianne Hough on Lacey Schwimmer's situation. Next. Our guest tonight is Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars. Also has her Julianne Hough Holiday Collection coming out, her favorite Christmas songs on a CD at Target only. But Julianne had surgery for endometriosis last week. She's recovering now and will dance with Cody Lindley next week. But Julianne, what are the odds that Lacey Schwimmer, Lance Bass's partner, would receive the same diagnosis days apart?
I don't know. I thought it was interesting too. She hadn't said anything either, but then again, we're dancers. We kind of know how to go through pain, So, after I went and got checked out and told her kind of my symptoms, she was like, I kind of been feeling the same way. And so she went and got checked, and she's got a very low, case of it, and they caught it really early. So, she just has to take prescriptions and antibiotics and, maybe a form of birth control to keep her hormone levels down, the estrogen down. So she doesn't have to go do surgery or anything. So that's good.
Okay. She wasn't moving in on the spotlight, was she?
No, absolutely not.
God,
if anything,
no.
I'm really glad that, I was able to kind of, speak up about it, and so she could go get checked.
Right. And so what, by the way, let's take advantage here. If there is a young girl, what kind of feelings are they? So maybe someone else could go get checked out.
It's just, a really, really sharp stabbing pains. And, especially, during the women's menstrual, that time of month. I'll just say that.
It's okay. We're all girls here.
It's really unbearable. It's very, very painful. And to be honest, it shouldn't be that painful. I mean, yeah, women have certain cramps, but but if it's very, very painful, you shouldn't be able to go or have to go through that pain. So
great. Well, I hope if anyone's hearing that go get checked out like Julianne Hough.
All right.
Thank you, beautiful.
Bye-bye.